Hey guys, in this video I want to share with you my January 2021 income report for my blogs that I run. I run two main blogs that actually produce an income stream right now. One is a lifestyle blog that's all about motherhood and DIY projects. The other one is a food blog that is in a specific niche. And the reason why I want to share this with you guys is so that you can see how much work it takes to create blog income from like a blog that you may have created 18 months ago or even 9 years ago. And I wanted to show you the effort that it takes because it's not just easy money. And so I want to share with you guys the processes that I went through as well as kind of the traffic that I have to those two blogs. And I also want to share with you guys the different ways that I'm monetizing these blogs so that you guys have an understanding of what it takes in order to set up a blog that actually produces an income stream. So for January, my income wasn't as great as it was in November and December of last year. The reason is because a lot of advertisers right now are pulling back on what they are spending right now because they're trying to plan out their 2021 roadmap. And so normally if you're working with enterprise companies that run ads on your site, that typically that planning happens around late January, early February is when they get approved. If you think about it that way, income in January and February will be lower because these companies are trying to still plan out their marketing strategies and their advertising strategies. And I'm totally okay with that. So what I want to share with you guys is basically what my traffic looks like. So I'm going to show you guys how much I made with my ad company, Mediavine. But like I said, your mileage may vary based on your niche, based on your blog, based on how much effort that you put into your blog. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the numbers real quick. I'm going to share with you guys my traffic as well as basically how much I made in the last month or so. So my lifestyle blog has been around since 2009, and I didn't really figure out what blogging and monetizing a blog was really about until about, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. And so what I want to share with you guys is this lifestyle blog was my first blog that I had ever started. And it actually was a photography blog originally because I actually had a family photography side hustle back in my younger years. And so what I did was I combined those two, photography and then my lifestyle blog, and put them all together. And so what you'll see is that, my traffic isn't as great because I didn't really have a niche. I was writing about anything and everything. And so what I want to share with you guys is basically my traffic real quick. I'm making excuses here. So in January, I had 66,000 page views. Now, if I go and compare it to the previous period, you'll see that it was more. So I had 66,986 page views. So there was a decrease there. And the reason why is because I know that one of my most frequented sites on my blog is this Christmas tree post that I did. And it was like a really unique DIY project that my husband did. And it's done really, really well on Pinterest. So if you want to know where to go in order to understand like what content that you have is being most frequented, if you go to behavior, site content, and all pages, you can see all of the pages that basically are bringing you the most traffic. And right now our exposed basement ceiling is one that is actually bringing a lot of traffic, and it's because we did this basement and I wrote a blog about it. And so for 66,000 page views, right, if I go into Mediavine, you can see that for January I made $1,396.14 as compared to the previous period of December, which was $2,502.46. Okay, so that was half my income, and I'm okay with it because I know the ups and downs of ad revenue, right? And if I go to my cooking blog that we have, I had 81,298 page views. This blog is only 18 months old, and it's getting 81,298 page views, and it's a very niche topic. I'm talking about a food blog, and people have told me that like with food blogs, if you're gonna start a new food blog, the market's saturated. And you know what? I was able to find a niche. And so one of the things that I would recommend to all of you guys that are new, that are starting a blog is, there are people that say, some markets are saturated, some aren't. While that is true, there is always a way to kind of niche down in order to find an audience who will appreciate your content. So don't let that stop you. If you want to talk about a topic and you can go into a rabbit hole on various topics in that specific niche, I would recommend you going after it because this is a very specific niche. So for mine, what was great was it was a food blog in a certain niche, and I was able to kind of narrow down, and people that are specifically looking for those key terms would be the only ones looking for those key terms. It's not like a very broad brush based like keyword, key phrase niche. This food blog is very niched down, and so what I would highly recommend to you guys that are trying to start a blog or thinking about starting a blog is, don't get scared away when you see people or you hear people talk about how a niche is already too saturated, because I was able to find a niche inside of food blog, which everyone and their mom has told me that the food blog niche was too saturated. I was able to find success there. So success to me right now is it's hitting 81,298 page views in an 18-month period, which is awesome. This blog is actually, let me switch sites real quick so that you guys can see basically how much I made with the food blog. We made $1,269.67, and you can see the December earnings are $1,799.07. As you can see in both niches, I actually decreased my income for the month of January from December, but that's okay. I understand the fluctuations between, advertisers and basically running ads on your site. And so this is a sign to me that, like, if you can't handle the fluctuations of ads and companies like, planning their ad strategies and knowing that there'll be highs and there'll be lows, like, I can't handle that. And so what I've been trying to do is actually create additional income streams by thinking about other ways that I can monetize my site. And so with affiliate income, I can actually, so for both of these sites, I actually have affiliate income as well. I use companies like Reward Style, as well as Share a Sale, Commission Junction, and also Amazon Associates. And honestly, those are not even enough for me to create a video off of them, but it's about, I don't know, $200 or $300 a month, give or take, whenever all those sources are combined for affiliate income. It's really not that much to write home about. And all I do is sprinkle in links to different things that I use on the blog in order for me to generate affiliate income that way. I do know that a lot of my friends who are Instagrammers are having a wonderful time right now on Instagrams with the swipe ups. Whenever they're talking about a product, they review it, they ask people to swipe up, and they make affiliate income that way. And from what I can see and what I can hear from all the different forums and the bloggers that I know, they are making a killing off of Instagram stories versus on their blog itself. So that's been pretty cool. The other thing about these two niches that I'm in right now, the lifestyle blog and the food blog, is that with the lifestyle blog, I actually have the potential to have a lot of sponsored posts, because I write a lot about DIY projects as well as like motherhood and all that. And so the beauty behind the lifestyle blog is that I actually have a bigger opportunity to create a lot of sponsored content. So those can bring around per agreement about $1,000 to even $4,000. And even upwards sometimes of basically sponsored content. And so what I'm doing is I take the product, they will pay me once I create content for it. So whether it's a blog post, a YouTube video, whatever, they will actually pay me to create content for them. What's good and bad about that? The good is that obviously it's income pretty quickly on one piece of content, but on the other side is that sometimes that content might not be as evergreen as you want it to be. You can focus your contract to make sure that you can say, hey, I'm going to make this evergreen content so it's searchable, discoverable, blah, blah, blah. But then you have to make sure that you integrate like their selling points and their marketing points in order for them to kind of create an ROI from investing in you creating their content. That's a whole different world and different marketing technique that you'll definitely have to try on your own. So if you want to go to the sponsored route, make sure you understand the organic search route first before you kind of like branch out into that. So what I would say is understand how to create content that's discoverable first. And then after that, once you figure out how to structure your content, how to produce content quickly, you can focus on then doing affiliate marketing, because that's a pretty easy step up, which means that all you're doing is finding programs that you can link out to. And then the third thing is then reaching out to sponsored opportunities, which is a whole different ball game where you have to learn how to pitch companies. You have to learn how to make sure that you're getting the upper hand in the contracts. Those are different business topics and business ideas that you'll have to look into in order to understand how you can use that as an additional income stream. But overall, I think advertising and ads is an easier step into blogging because it allows you to create the content you want to create. It teaches you how to make your content discoverable. So as you can see, I only made under $3,000, which, I mean, it's not the greatest, right? But for just putting in about 4 hours of work every month per blog, So this year I've been creating goals not on how much money that I make from the blog, because the money is obviously tied to advertisers and I can't really control that. My goal has been to have a goal on content creation. And so what I've been trying to do is, for all the different income streams that I'm trying to start up, I've been trying to create a piece of content every week for each of those different channels. So for the food blog, I will try to do a piece of content every week. So I have a list of keywords that I am going to basically write blog posts for, or my mom sends me pictures of the food and then I'm gonna write a blog post about it. So I do that every morning, try to crank out or outline at least one piece of content before I go into work. So I have this Notion tracker where I create all of my different income streams that I'm trying to start up or I'm trying to maintain. And then every week I want to post content on it. And so it's basically a check mark to see where I've been consistent on. And it's my way of making sure that I'm keeping track of doing what I'm doing. If I don't, then that means that I can at least see the trend on which one I'm neglecting and which one I'm not. So that at the end of the year, when I reflect back on why a blog or a channel wasn't successful, it's because I wasn't consistent, or I could see at least a pattern of inconsistency, so that I can draw some conclusions around like why that channel wasn't successful. But overall, I just wanted to share with you guys my income report. Hopefully that inspires you somehow. I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, $3,000 is not a lot considering like how much time you've spent on it and how long you've been in the game. But honestly, like, this is fun for me. Just trying new things, just trying to understand like the lay of the land when it comes to online marketing and digital marketing. It's just really, really fun for me. And hopefully this helps you guys in terms of just getting inspired and learning something new, as well as making additional income from it, because online marketing is really cool. Using new technologies, understanding how to serve your readers and understanding what their needs are with regard to online marketing is just really, really fun. So if you guys have an audience that you're trying to reach, whether it's people similar to you, whether it's someone who is like trying to find a hobby in the thing that you're working on, this is a great opportunity. Like, I hope this inspired you guys somehow. For those of you guys who are thinking about starting a blog, I think it's just an amazing time right now where you can sit on your couch, start a blog, which can turn into a business because you're writing about things you like to write about and understanding your readers. And so what I would recommend is that if you haven't started, go ahead and sign up for like a hosting company. Make sure you have your own WordPress site and just get going on creating content, because honestly, what I've seen in working individually with other people who are trying to start a blog or trying to start their online platform, they're just afraid to start, right? So if you're just watching a bunch of YouTube videos like this, I would say stop. Go start a blog post, go create a blog, go sign up for that WordPress hosting site. Go ahead and go do something in order to kind of get your ideas off the ground, because honestly, the best way to do this is start. And just know that you're gonna fail a few times, just like I did, but you'll get to where you wanna be and you'll learn a lot along the process. So if you guys wanna know how I blog in the margins of time, go ahead and check out the video that I'll link below. It's to my lifestyle blog, but it shows you guys a day in the life of basically how I squeeze this in my day-to-day life. And normally this is what my day looks like Monday through Friday. So go ahead and check that out. And if you guys wanna see more income reports, go ahead and check out this video here. Again, last month was an amazing, stellar month for me, just because it was like end of year, people were buying stuff. And so at the end of the day, advertising revenue is just so easy once you figure out what your audience wants to read. So if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you. I'm sorry this was a hot mess video, but I just want to do it really quickly to kind of share with you guys what happened in the month of January. So subscribe, click on the like button, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.